Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound Vlog. Tonight, we're going to talk about a coin that I think I might have done really good on. And just hold it with this one here. So I picked up this coin. It's an 1887 Morgan dollar for about $50, in which I thought was in absolutely exquisite shape. One thing you'll notice about these coins, even in the BUs, right here in the cheek area, you get a lot of scratches and stuff. Now, there is a little thing right there on the chin that's really not going to discount the grade too much. You see the flashing of luster just go across the cheek on this one. Nice swath right there. There you go. It's a beautiful coin, and the fields are absolutely nice on this one. I got it primarily because of the grade. The grade is simply phenomenal. This is a coin that I thought would probably grade somewhere in that 65 region. I've had other Morgan dollars, and take a look at the reverse. See that peripheral toning on the edge there? Again, clean. Absolutely clean fields on this one. Fantastic. So I bought this one because of the grade. I thought the grade was high enough. It could be a 65. However, if it grades out as 65 through a third-party service like PCGS or NGC, at the most, it's like a $125 coin. And I'm fine with that. It's a simply stunning example of a date that they did make a whole bunch of them, but at the same time, this is the very date that you found a lot of in those big, heavy coin bags, the canvas bags, that had about 1,000 of them all clanging up against each other in. So for this one to survive in this condition is remarkable. But that's not the best part. For an easy double your money type venture, okay, it's simply not enough to just talk about a high grade. Not thinking too much about it, I did some research on the coin as well, and I think I might have accidentally cherry picked a top 100 VAM variety on this one. There are a few diagnostics in this particular VAM. This is what is called a VAM 12. All right. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up too well, but there's a clashing right here of the wreath from the reverse. You can see just a little piece of it just kind of stem off the hair ever so slightly. Okay. Big deal, right? Morgan dollars exhibit a lot of clashing, so it's not a big deal on a coin such as this. This one has the reverse clash right here, and then a clash right here, and a little bit off the wing right there. Okay, so I'm still like, big deal. I found a bunch of these coins with the die clashing on there. It really doesn't add a whole lot of value. However, there is one top 100 variety in an 1887 that has the clashing, but also has something called the alligator eye. Oh, now you're probably thinking, what's an alligator eye? That sounds interesting. Well, that's the variety on this coin, where you have the slightly double profile of Liberty, most noticeable by the eye. Now I'm gonna have to get in good position so that way we could see this, because I had it on camera before, but if you turn it so slightly, you'll see the doubling. There it is. You see it? Like two lines on the face of the eye right there. Let me see if I can pivot this a little bit like so. There you go. When the light hits it just right there, When the light hits it just right, you can see the doubling on the eye. There. And that's called the alligator eye. It's a top 100 VAM. As you know, there's a lot of VAMs for a lot of dates. And for it to be a top 100 means a lot. So if I sent this thing out to be attributed through one of the, graders like PCGS or NGC with the alligator eye designation for VAM 12, that's it. Take a coin and let's say if it grades 65, conservatively, let's say if it grades 65 with the alligator eye, VAM 12, you're going to be looking at a coin that instead of it being worth $125, $125 to $300. There are coins that have graded 65 plus and 66 that look as sweet as this one. Let's say if it grades out as 65 plus, that's to be a $450 coin. And if it were to reach 66, which I think that's kind of a stretch on this one, the strike is really nice. It's hammered. See all the hair detail? If it hits a 66, it's a $900 coin with the alligator eye. So what does this tell us? Go on VAMworld.com and research your VAMs, your Morgan dollar and piece dollar varieties. You're going to come across these things and not know about it unless you research ahead of time and, figure out, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, there's a dye break in the hair. That looks like an earring. That's worth money. Like the 1888 O Hot Lips, Morgan silver dollar, is worth thousands of dollars. And they're still cherry pickable. I've seen it. I know people that have picked those right out of their teeth, boy, I tell you. So that was a pretty sweet find. I'm going to send that to PCGS. I'll update you guys on the grading results. Again, we're shooting for a 65. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. It's not a 64. 64s are problematic. I've owned a number of 64s to know better. But I'm glad I was able to share a cherry pick like this. I haven't cherry picked something decent in a while. You guys keep searching. You keep stacking. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight, and tomorrow. I'm going to do more movies for you tomorrow. So you guys have a wonderful evening, and I shall talk to you soon. Take care.